Ash, and you know how I was so excited about Silent Hill Forte, but I was like, oh shite, I can't actually stream it on Xbox even though I bought it. And so I didn't play it for months because I was trying to find a time when I wouldn't really be exhausted. You know, because I did have to end up playing 3 games in one night, and that is a lot for me. Oh, just because being an entertainer, you know, when I'm doing commentary, I have to be entertaining. And tonight I was like, okay, I have the time, I'll play for maybe an hour or so, get through the game. It was an interesting story. I was really enjoying it. And then they decided to give a puzzle from hell itself. Because of this part of the game, you're following this like fox spirit, whatever. You know, like, oh, that seems really trustworthy. A fox spirit. Foxes are tricksters, so be very careful. And then it's like, okay, now I have to find the code and go back to, and look for the symbol. Like, okay. And then we find a doll and a little poem that's a clue of what to look for. It's like, okay. And then there's a monster. Silent Hill and all. But the thing is, you can't really kill them. You can kill the monster temporarily, but combat ain't good. It ain't good. And, I have, before the 1.0 patch or whatever that added the casual difficulty, I don't think when I started playing it on the day of release, since I did pre-order it, so I don't believe I chose that option wasn't there. So I'm playing on story mode. It's supposed to be a nice easy difficulty there. So, long-time viewers will know navigation isn't exactly my strong suit. And then you added in a puzzle where you have to go through all these pictures and, just pray you find the right pictures with the right symbols that will count to solving the puzzle. And then you add in a monster. And mind you, when I have to run away or attack, I totally lose sense of where I was. I think it wasn't until like the 4th or 5th time dying that I was like, okay, I actually sort of know where I am, I think. Yeah. It was like, nope. God. I was like, okay, I have a decent idea of where to go. But the monster keeps attacking, I have to keep running or fighting and dying. And God, it's like, and I even tried cheating with the puzzle, like looking up the solution on the difficulty setting I was on. Didn't seem to work, just moving the slide things into position didn't seem to work. So I would have to keep on going back, and after a couple breakdowns, I've given up on the game, and I feel like such a failure because I was so excited about the games, the visual, the story seemed interesting, and I pre-ordered it. I stayed away from any and all spoilers, as many spoilers as I could. I stayed away from, not only before the game came out, which would just be theories or whatever, but even after the game came out, I stayed away from any hint of a spoiler. Like, nope. And when I went to visit Mom for New Year's, and I visited, my half brother and his wife, I was like, yeah, no, don't tell me anything. I didn't want like any small details. I wanted to go in completely blind. And now I feel like a failure because I spent all that time, effort, and money for a game I'm never going to complete now. And when I get this frustrated at a game, it can be at least a year, at least a year, a couple years before I'm like, okay, I'll try again. But yeah. So even when I do get my gaming PC up and running finally, which is going to take a while because guess what? Every company being obsessed with AI has made the price for RAM skyrocketing, so yeah, I was going to be like, oh, I'll play it, for when I finally get my gaming PC whenever. But yeah, no, I'm not playing it ever. I might change my mind in a year or more, but no, I can't. Okay, we're just going to be backtracking and stuff, so I'll actually get the game started. So there will be visuals for everyone to distract themselves with. God, fuck. Yeah, right. Like, I don't mind being frustrated at a game. You've seen me frustrated at other games before. And I've completed them, I even, really enjoyed them. Okay, now let's see. Okay, where am I? Get in. Okay, container. Okay, that's a locked door over there. Once we go over there, we have some stuff at the Oh Dear Diner. That seems to be it. Okay. Honestly, right here. I hate that the one save point that we have in this area right now is so far away and I get lost getting to. And then more recently with Clair Obscur. Like, that boss battle with Renoir, fucking maddening as hell. And it took me 2 tries to get, actually kick his ass. The first time it was like, I just feel useless. I'm never going to defeat him, but, I lost the first time. I upped my team's stats. Which I don't do often because I am always concerned I'm going to fuck it up, so unless the need calls for it, I don't. So, when I went into the second town, I was like, felt hopeless. Felt, God damn, I'm never going to succeed at this. Why bother trying? But I was like, I'm going to continue to do it. I felt utterly fucking exhausted. Okay, why was I able to walk down there if I can't do anything? Oh, there's a way right here. Sure. actually get down, game? Oh, you just... Okay. Oh, and I won the boss battle the second time around. It was like, I felt so... Okay, there's gonna be a little bit of combat here, it seems. And then I got so excited about winning that boss battle. I was like, oh, okay, a little minor character, literally a little character died. And I was just like, I don't care, I beat Ren more. Yay, I feel so happy. And then as a million fucking cutscenes played, the game crashed. Which was the opposite of fun. But even though I felt utterly devastated, I believe I was crying. It was no commentary, so you did not get to hear my breakdown over that. There was one. Okay, where is this fucking manuscript page? R. Oh. Oh, god damn it.
Those people just burst in here and expect others to clean up after them.
What is it? Okay, that was really fucking weird, like... Oh, fuck. Did I choose the correct option? Fuck. Shit. Why can't I find a manuscript page marked on map in New Game Plus? Oh, okay, okay. I love how I ask a question, Google's like, yeah. Is this during the final draft? If yes, have you restored the power during return 6? When having the mayor search, some collectibles tend to show up on the map despite requiring something to trigger their points. Okay, good. This is actually pointing directly to the directly to where I need to go. Thank you. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, and good to know that the charm is showing all things permanently. What is the sheriff station situation in Alan Wake 2? God, Google's going to chime in because the AI now I don't have AI on the phone, but when I Google something, the AI always has to say something like, no one cares. Cook. Serves as a temporary usable base, is attacked, and taken requiring saga to restore power test. That BC is taken, attacked. Okay. Okay, so I had to look it up. And I am always very honest with everyone when looking and use up guides and using guides because I figured that it's not that some streamers use guides, it's the fact that they lie about it. At least that's what bothers me when like, oh yeah. Yeah, sure you didn't look up the guy, a-hole. However, the Mayor Settler charm, which I'm using, reveals all pickup locations regardless of if they've spawned or not. Okay. Let's see. Until you complete this sheriff station. So, I won't be able to get to that manuscript page, so that's good to find out. I don't know why the screen went like black. It was like, okay. But yeah, so anyways, about the Renwar boss battle. I was utterly devastated. I was crying. It was like 6 in the morning too, so, and my depression had already been giving me a very exciting time, let's call it. So when I was laughing before the crash, I was just, like, oh my god, all my pain and suffering is over. It doesn't look like... Oh. I could just get away from this.
Well, now there's less monsters.
Oh, okay, that's doing so much for my stress level. Yes, but when I was feeling utterly devastated by, the game crash and having to restart that fight all again, I still remembered, even at the heat of battle, even when I was feeling my most lost, there was something, thrilling to it. There was still something that called me. Okay, we can't get there. And so, first moment I could, the fall. could after, gain some shut-eye. I replayed it again. This is X Casey's. You can tell by... Should be fairly obvious. Like fairly obvious.
It won't open.
Okay, that's a locked door. So yeah, even with the devastation I faced, I was still wanted to battle Ren War, still wanted to continue. Like the frustration, I can't really explain it, but was adding to things, not taking away. Okay, let's go to Bogey again.
Those people just burst in here and expect others to clean up after them.
So yeah, I don't mind if a game is hard, I don't mind if a game frustrates me and I have to navigate
just
like a
wander off and
drunken
not tell him.
possum.
Jules.
Well, I'm fucking worried too. You just had to follow some stupid internet rumors and solve the riddle of Bright Falls.
You didn't have to come.
The jukebox is out of order. Again, reference to the first game. Let's go back here. Okay, I was back here before. Because I don't have the option to pet that little deer head. Okay, I think my half-brother's finally replying. Yeah, my half-brother's basically telling me to, it's okay, you can get through it, just take a break. I'm just, I just can't. Alan contacted me again today. There was a message for me hidden in the newspaper. He wanted to make sure I was ready for his arrival. What a silly thing to even ask. Of course I'm ready. Alan. Oh, And Norman got into the dried apricots at work again. I swear we'll have to fumigate this place. Dear diary, some guy at the diner got mad that I brought him a piece of cherry pie and demanded a free piece of apple, but he totally ordered cherry. And when I pointed out that he already took like 2 bites of the cherry, he said he thought it was apple. Apple pie and cherry pie do not look the same. Yeah, that does sound like a real customer interaction. I've never, worked as a waitress, but I do freelance, so the stupids I have found, dear lords. I told him he could order another piece, but he'd have to pay for it. And he got so mad and started screaming about leaving me a bad review. Like I care about reviews. Anyway, I took away his pie and told him babies shouldn't be eating sweets. He shouted a bit, then left. Some people. Dear diary, Cynthia has been acting up lately. I think she's turning into a you-know-what. Lots of you-know-what's popping up lately. I'll keep an eye on it. If things get out of hand, I can always get out the rifle. I'm sure Alan would appreciate keeping the place safe. Would appreciate me keeping the place safe. Oh. Let's see what else is here. Okay.
I can't force it open.
Okay, what else do we have? What else? Okay.
Good grub you got here.
I'm glad to hear it.
Okay, I don't want the game crashing again, and the only thing I can think of to save the game, we're going to get into a minor cutscene area. So, yeah. Fuck. Oh, there we go. Okay, here. Okay, good. I'm gonna save. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I figured out the problem there. I'm not able to go in the car. For some reason. Okay, I think I find the problem. Fucking hell. Hang on a sec. Folks. Actually. everything's fucked up with this game.